Hi, this is Joe, and today I'll be reviewing the iClever FM Transmitter model IC-F27. I want to show you real quick the box that comes in. You can get an idea of what it looks like when it's plugged into the car in the back. It has an orangish red LED display, and there's also a blue light at the tip of the plug that lets you know the device is plugged in and connected to power. It comes with a user manual, which is pretty handy. It goes through all the different functions and lets you know some technical specs about the product on the back. Right here is the actual device. What I like about it, it's small. It's 41.5 inches from the tip here to the end of the 3.5mm jack right there. As you can see, it does have a USB charging port in it, which is a very nice feature. So even if you're not playing music, you can still charge your phone up. There's the blue, where the blue LED light goes, right there. And here's a simple transmitter device. Now, a couple of things. You do increment it by 0.1. So it'll move from 88.1 to 88.2 to 88.3 and so forth. It does have a microphone, so you can make calls on it. I don't know if you can see that little hole right there or not. One of the things I liked about it is that when you did hold the cables right, and you got to hold it just right, it sounded great. When it shifted a little bit and it got in some different positions, there was some static and hiss. But that's typical of every FM transmitter I've ever had, even from when I was a teenager. So it just seems that the problem with these devices is the FCC limits the amount of power and the field that they can put out. And that's nothing to fault iClever over, but you know, and these devices will work better in a rural area. I live outside metropolitan Washington, D.C., so I can tell you that it's just going to be, it's hard to find any band where this is going to be able to, you know, really sound great on. So that was my one pet peeve about this, but it's also a pet peeve about every FM transmitter I've ever had, is that you just need to jiggle it just right to get it to sound good. And if you don't get it to sound good, you're just going to unplug it because it's going to be too staticky. But I think they've got some nice features built in here where you can actually charge your phone. What I would like to see is, I'd like to see this possibly when I hit it, I'd like to see it scan to find the weakest stations. You know how they scan to find the next station, they scan between the static. I'd like this to scan and find the weakest stations. I think that would be a nice feature they could add to this. Also on the back or somewhere on the front, if they could hit some presets, 1, 2, and 3. So let's say I'm in my area, typically 88.1 is loose, 96.4, and maybe 101.2. Then I could preset these buttons such that I can preset them on my radio, so I can quickly turn to 1, 2, or 3, depending on which one's getting the weakest signal of the day. So that'd just be some ideas I had to improve the device. I do like how it's very small. That's it. There's a little plug, so it's easy to fit in your pocket. And you know, with the built-in USB charging, I think that's just a really nice feature. So all in all, I think iClever did a really good job with this. They did it as well as they could. I have some ideas for some suggestions, rather, for improvement. And thanks again for watching.